Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udiraye. Before reciting Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisance unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki. By regular attendance in the classes on Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and by rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Namaha Pankajanabhaya Namaha Pankajamaline Namaha Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangri Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining. We are reading Granth-Raj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 8, Chapter number 17, entitled The Supreme Lord Agrees to Become Aditi's Son. So we were discussing that how Mata Aditi pleased the Supreme Lord by following the Payovrata sacrifice, and as a result, the Lord appeared face to face. So, and then before we read the prayers, we said that we'll discuss the etiquette, how we should greet the Lord, or how when we go to the temple, what should be the etiquette. So, would anyone like to share? Let's say, the example is, let's say you are entering Alachua temple, you get off your car, and what will you do? Would anyone like to tell? Raise your hand if you'd like to. If you got the question and you want to answer it, or everyone must have done it, or any temple. If you've not been to Alachua temple, any or ISKCON temple, what will be the process or sequence of events? Can anyone tell? Sudhir Prabhu, can you tell?
Krishna Prabhuji, sorry, little sound Prabhuji here.
Oh, Umesh Prabhu, do you want to like to try?
In Alachua, when we usually go to the temple, we first do the obeisances to the Srila Prabhupada first, and then.
Okay. You need to tell in more detail. Let's say you get off your car, you're starting to walk towards the temple. Okay. Then tell me more detail. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, basically, generally, first we wash the hand, cleaning everything. When we enter the temple, of course, everyone has to remove their shoes outside. Then we do the obeisances to the Srila Prabhupada first. And if the temple curtain is open, then we do the namaskar and send over to the Radhisha. That's usually we do. I don't know when any other thing we should do or not. I don't know about that.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing. Anyone else wants to add or share more details? Nandini Mataji, want to share something?
Yes, Prabhuji, I would ring the bell. Generally, we also ring the bell and then we enter. That's one thing. Dandavas.
Thank you. Yeah, we ring the bell or we tap at the, knock the door. Sometimes you can, with the right hand, you can knock the door that Krishna, I'm about to enter. After we have kept our shoes and washed our hand and feet, etc. So we knock the door, and then before we offer obeisance to Prabhupada, we offer obeisance to the Vaishnavas. That's very, very important. First to the Vaishnavas, then to Srila Prabhupada, then to the deities. So because Krishna loves his devotees more. So let's see what the Vaishnava etiquette manual says here. So the mood is basically the servant of the servant, being humble, offering obeisance. Upon entering the temple, one should first offer obeisance to the Vaishnavas by uttering the prayer. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. This is called Panchang Pranam. We offer to the devotees or the Vaishnavas. To the sannyasis, we offer the full pranam, for the men, called Dandavat Pranam or Ashtang Pranam. So very, very important. These etiquettes are very, very important. And not just in a temple. Let's see, even if it's in a home program, we must offer. If we enter, a few devotees are already doing kirtan or they are doing something, we should offer pranams to them. We should not offer pranams while they are honoring prasadam, because it will make, then otherwise they'll have to leave prasadam and then offer. In that situation, we can offer pranams from our heart to not make them uncomfortable. Okay. One should offer obeisance full dandavat to Srila Prabhupada. So then, after offering pranams to the devotees, then we should offer pranams to Srila Prabhupada. And we know the prayers also, Namo Vishnu Padaya Prabhupada Pranam Mantra. Then one should move towards the deities and offer full prostrate obeisance. Again, for men, the women do the Panchang Pranam, keeping the deities on your left. So the sacred object is on our left, with their respective Pranam mantras. It may be noted that one should not offer obeisance at one hand. Both hands should be support the body while bowing down. And we'll read what are these pranam mantras. We'll come to the appendix. After offering obeisance to the deities, one should take darshan with great devotion and beg for their mercy. How we should meditate on the deities. One should not, however, immediately look upon the deities full in the face. That's not the right etiquette. We should go from the feet. The proper manner in which the Bhagavatam explains to take darshan should begin from the lotus feet of the Lord and progress to his smiling face. The meditation should be concentrated upon the lotus feet, then the calves, then the thighs, and in that way higher and higher. The more the mind becomes fixed on different parts of the limbs one after the other, the more the intelligence becomes purified. That's wonderful. So taking darshan of Krishna means purifying ourselves. It's natural, so we should not be in a hurry or just look at the face. We should meditate. Oh, see, what is he wearing in his feet? Oh, he's wearing a beautiful ring. Oh, look at that tulasi leaf at Krishna's feet. Oh, look at this, wow, Tribhanga Lalita form. He doesn't stand straight, he stands, right, leg over the left leg. And look at the beautiful color of his dhoti. Look at the waist belts, like that. So that if someone does a quiz after the darshan, what color of dhoti Krishna was wearing? Well, I don't know. I took darshan. It's not for a quiz, but it's a matter of meditation and experiencing and relishing. As we read here, she was drinking through her eyes the beauty of the Lord. So you can also follow in the footsteps. So I'm your servant, that's the mood. How can I serve you? If there are altars like Shri Krishna Balaram Mandir in Vrindavan, so Alachua is just a replica of that. Shri Prabhupada would pay obeisance first at Gaur Nitai's altar, then to Krishna Balaram, and then to Radha Shyam Sundar. So basically going from left to right. bottom to top, left to right. And that's what the conduct is in all the temples. So we must also follow that. Even if it should not that, I'll just, I've seen that I was just sitting one day and some new people came and just the first thing they do, enter the temple and go to Radha Shyam Sundar's darshan. It's a sign of neophyte, ignoring the devotees, ignoring Srila Prabhupada, just trying to directly go to Krishna. Will not work like that. But Prabhupada is giving this Vaishnava etiquette is first offer pranams to the devotees, then to Srila Prabhupada, then go to the deities from the left to right, bottom to top, feet to face. Yes. Also, the devotee may like to see his guru first. But the guru's picture may not be present, then take darshan in the. So in the heart also we can meditate. So while we are chanting Prabhupada Pranam Mantra, we can also before that, for those who are initiated or have taken shelter or aspiring, they can chant their Guru Pranam Mantra before Prabhupada Pranam Mantra. Even the picture may not be there, but we can meditate the picture in our hearts. Then, while taking darshan, one should not, one may stand on side so the darshan is not obstructed from the devotees who are sitting or standing behind. So this is very, very important. We should not try to block others' view or sometimes Prabhupada's view. Or if some senior Vaishnavas are sitting or standing, we should not try to go ahead of them and, cause of any discomfort. Because ultimately darshan means Krishna sees. As the darshan should begin as we face the deities from the left hand progressively to the right. Okay. So now let's see what are those prayers which we discussed here. So if anyone has questions, you can try to ask also. So these prayers we need to chant. Prabhupada Pranam Mantra, before that Guru Pranam Mantra if applicable. Then Gauranga Pranam, Namo Mahavdanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Navne Gautish. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. These are some prayers we can always add to the list of our prayers based on the deities. Like somewhere there are Lord Ram deities, so we can chant some prayers to Lord Ram. Somewhere there are Narsingha deities, we can chant some Narsingha prayers. Somewhere there are Jagannath deities, we can chant Lord Jagannath's Pranam Mantra and things like that. So we can personalize prayers, but this is something minimum. And we know about the Ashtanga and the Panchang Pranam. Any questions anyone has on this topic of taking darshan of deities, entering the temple, offering pranams, what we should do, how we should do? Don't feel shy to ask. This is not just for the temple, as I mentioned. We all should follow this conduct, this etiquette, even while meeting devotees, whether it's in Tampa or anywhere else in the world. Even if it's just two devotees meeting, let's say you go to the home of one devotee, we should offer this etiquette. We should offer pranams. They have deities. We must take proper darshan of deities by offering proper respects and proper pranams, etc. Is it clear? And this is available. So some mantras you may be already knowing, and if not, you can try to memorize as well. So I'm assuming no question means everything is clear or nothing is clear. Pravir Prabhu, did I miss anything? Or Nandini Mataji?
Pradakshina around the deities, did you say?
Yeah, that's Pradakshina I didn't mention. Yes. Some temples have the facility of doing pradakshina, so we can also do that. It's very nice.
Sometimes in Alachua, the Tulsi Devi is by Prabhupada's right hand side. So after Prabhupada pranam, we do the Tulsi and then go behind Prabhupada, then stand behind Prabhupada, and then we can look up to the deities. And then go front, walk to the front, and then pray obeisances.
Very nice. Tulasi, the great devotee, is present, so we must offer respects to her as well. Thank you. Okay. Everyone is clear? Any questions? Puna Mataji, any questions? Or Sharanya Mataji, any questions you have?
No, Prabhuji, thank you. Hare Krishna.
No, Prabhuji, I'm just listening. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes. So I request everyone to please try to memorize these mantras. And the best thing is to offer every day. Even if it's your own husband or wife, treat them as Vaishnavas. The morning you get up and go to the temple, and the first time we see them, it's great to offer pranams, right? Who is stopping us from doing so? No one is stopping us, correct? If they feel a little too much, then we can just offer in the heart. But I think it will certainly build a healthy culture. I also don't do every day, but it's something I'm telling myself. For the deities we can chant these mantras, the devotees, and then the children will learn that culture, that, oh, I have to every day offer pranams to the Vaishnavas. Our great Goswamis, Rupa Goswamis, Nathan Goswami, they used to offer pranams to thousands of devotees every day. Can we imagine 1,000? And they were like the Paramhamsas. They're offering pranams to others, what to speak of. So, showing by their example. Okay, I think we...
Thank you so much, Prabhu. It feels like we already reached there. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time and how deep you go. Thank you.
It's just Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So we will move on to the next verse, which is text number 8. We read till 7. Now she's about to offer wonderful prayers to the Supreme Lord, who is present right before her eyes, face to face. Shri Aditir Uvacha Yagyesha Yagya Purushachyuta Tirthapada Tirthashrava Shravana Mangal Nam Adheya Apanna Loka Vrijanopa Shamodayadya Samna Kridhisha Bhagavan Asi Dinanatha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki Jai. The goddess Aditi said, O master and enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, O infallible and most famous person, whose name, when chanted, spreads all good fortune, O original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Supreme Controller, shelter of all holy places, you are the shelter of all poor, suffering living entities. You have appeared to diminish their suffering. Please be so kind to us and spread our good fortune. Oh, wow. It is so beautiful. I want to read it once more time. O master and enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, O infallible and most famous person, whose name when chanted spreads all good fortune. Isn't that amazing? O original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Supreme Controller, shelter of all holy places, you are the shelter of all poor, suffering living entities, and you have appeared to diminish their suffering. Wow, this is so amazing. You have appeared, specially descended to remove the suffering of the fallen souls. Please be kind and spread your good fortune. Since I've already read a lot, I want someone else to read. Would someone like to read the purport? Anyone wants to read? Who has not read in the last couple of days?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you read?
Yes, Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna devotees, and the pranam of Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of those who observe vows and austerities, and it is He who bestows benedictions upon them. He is worshipable for the devotee through the devotee's life, for He never breaks His promise. As He says in Bhagavad Gita 9:31, Kaunteya pratijanati name bhaktya pranashyati. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. The Lord is addressed here as Achyuta, the infallible, because He takes care of His devotees. Anyone inimical to the devotees is certainly vanquished by the mercy of the Lord. The Lord is the source of Ganges water, and therefore He is addressed as Tirthapada, indicating that all the holy places are at His lotus feet, or that whatever He touches with His foot becomes a holy place. Bhagavad Gita, for example, begins with the words Dharmakshetre, because the Lord Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre, because the Lord was present on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. It became a Dharmakshetra, a place of pilgrimage. Therefore, the Pandavas, who were extremely religious, were assured of victory. Any place where the Supreme Personality of Godhead displays His pastimes, such as Vrindavan or Dwarka, becomes a holy place. The chanting of the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is pleasing to the ear, and it expands good fortune to the audience who hears it chanted. Owing to the presence of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Aditi was fully assured that the troublesome condition created for her by the demons would now be ended. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. So beautiful verse again. That it's the glories of the Lord's holy names or His presence or any form. Whether it's through books, through the holy name, through kirtan, through devotees, through prasadam, through anything connected to the Lord. No, the troublesome condition created by the demons would now be ended. Why? Because of the presence of the Supreme Lord, or the presence of the pure devotee, or the presence of anything connected with the Supreme Lord. Krishna's name, form, qualities, yatra gayanti mad bhakta tatra tisthami narada. Because wherever His name, form, qualities are sung, He is personally present. And what happens where He is personally present? Nothing inauspicious will happen. Everything will be auspicious. Everything will be bhadram. So therefore we should chant. Therefore Prabhupada really emphasized on this street Harinam, Kirtan. Unfortunately, in this day and age, it has kind of reduced, I feel, and not just me. Earlier, in 50 years back or 40 years back, devotees were doing a lot of Harinam, Kirtan. Even now, devotees like in New York City, they do, even in the cold winter weather, it's very difficult, right? To go out on the street and to do Kirtan, but they do it every day for hours and hours, not just 10 minutes. So we should also try, at least for some time. Some devotees are doing it online because this is the day of social thing. At least, even if you're doing online, that's also great. because some people are hearing. When if one person hears it, our friends will hear. So Facebook, we may have friends, we may have relatives. Knowingly or unknowingly, someone may come across it. So that's also good, very good. And even also, His Grace Visheshika Prabhu says that even in the monthly Sankirtan festivals, we can have some devotees distributing books, some devotees focusing on just singing kirtan, some devotees distributing prasadam. They're all transcendental to remove the suffering. The Lord, we were singing this wonderful bhajan today. Jiva Jago, Jiva Jago. Tomara loite hoinu ami. Tomara loite ami hoinu avatara. I have specially descended. The Lord specially descends to remove our suffering, because He cannot see His children suffer. So, and how does He remove? Through different things. Through holy name, through prasadam, through kirtan, through devotees, through spiritual master, through deities. Everything is transcendental. So, such a beautiful verse glorifying Krishna's name, form, and qualities. Tirtha Pada, Tirtha, Shrava, Achyutaha, Yagya Purusha, all these Shravana Mangala. O Lord, whose name is auspicious to hear. Shravana Mangala. Such a beautiful. Nama Adheya. So, a lot of wonderful names are used. Okay, any other comments anyone has in this text? We'll come to the 9th verse. Would someone like to read? Yes, Srikant Prabhu, want to read?
I'll read, Prabhuji. Text 9. Vishwaya Vishvabhavana Stiti Samyamya Swairam Grhita Purushak Shakti Gunaya Bhumi Swa Tasya Shashwad Upabramhita Purana Bodha Vyapaditatma Tamase Haraye Namaste. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Jai Shri Prabhupada. My Lord, you are the all-pervading universal form, the fully independent creator, maintainer, and destroyer of this universe. Although you engage your energy in matter, you are always situated in your original form and never fall down from that position. For your knowledge is infallible and always suitable to any situation. You are never bewildered by illusion. O my Lord, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Purport. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi 2.117, it is said, Siddhanta baliye chita nakara alasya hite na ite Krishne lage sudrita manasa. Anyone trying to become fully Krishna conscious must know the Lord's glories as far as they are possible to understand. Here Aditi hints at these glories. The universe is nothing but the eternal external potency of the Lord. It is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 4.9, Maya tatam idam sarvam. Whatever we see in this universe is but an expansion of the potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just as the sunshine and heat all over the universe are expansions of the sun. When one surrenders unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he surpasses the influence of the illusionary energy, for the Supreme Lord, being fully wise and being situated in the heart of everyone, especially in the heart of a devotee, gives one intelligence by which one is sure never to fall into illusion. Here Prabhuji understood that Aditi is like glorifying the Lord, and here Prabhupada is saying that if a person is in Krishna consciousness, he should know all the pastimes of the Lord and meditate upon those pastimes. And here it's mentioned that all the universe, all the creation, all the, even the tiniest, the minutest particle, all the 84.4 million species are, but they all come from the God. And this universe is an expansion of his potency. And we should always meditate upon those, upon his leelas, and how powerful and infallible he is. And any person who first surrenders to Krishna makes sure that as a devotee also we should try, and Krishna makes sure that we are um, above the illusionary maya, or we should overcome all those illusionary energies and surrender at his lotus feet. That's what is my understanding, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nice. Siddhanta baliya chitte na kare alas. Alas means laziness. That means we should not be lazy to read holy scriptures or to understand. Yes, it is very, very difficult to understand Krishna, but what is Prabhupada saying? Anyone trying to become fully Krishna conscious, like we all want to become fully Krishna conscious, must know the glories of the Lord as far as possible to understand. We cannot fully understand ever because Krishna is unlimited. But as far as possible, we should try to understand. Otherwise, some Tom, Dick, Harry will come and say something, and then we will get carried away. So we should be clear in Siddhanta or philosophy, and we should be ready to defend our Siddhanta if someone speaks anything negative or not aligned with the Gaudiya Vaishnava parampara. So Krishna is infallible. He's the source of everything, and that we have heard many, many times. A very interesting thing here, which is very nice, that anyone who surrenders sincerely, that person also surpasses the influence of the illusory energy. That means that Krishna will give one intelligence by which one is sure never to fall down. That's a very nice point to meditate upon. Na me bhakta pranashyati. My devotee will never perish. That means Krishna will protect our intelligence, Krishna will protect our senses. If we have that sincerity, even if provoking circumstances come, Krishna will not allow our senses to go in the wrong direction, not allow our mind to go in the wrong direction, or think of anything which is not aligned with the teachings of Guru Parampara. How? If we do our part sincerely, then Krishna will do his part for sure very sincerely. That's his promise. Pratigya tava govinda name bhakta pranashyati iti samsmritya pranam sandharyamiham. Mata Draupadi says when she was about to be disrobed by the evil Dushasana. Pratigya tava govinda. Oh Govinda, it is your pratigya. You say in Bhagavad Gita, Kontya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. You declare it boldly. And you are told through your devotee that my devotee will never perish. Remembering this, iti samsmritya, I am holding my life, pranam sandharyamiham. So, in short, a sincere, surrendered soul will not fall into the trap of Maya. And a famous example, so many examples. Haridas Thakur, so many traps came, but he never fell down. Srila Prabhupada, so many allurements, so many provoking situations, never fell down. But a less sincere person who is looking for some cheap adoration, name, fame, money, recognition, followers, women, etc., all the things, then Maya is very strong. Will fall down. Therefore, we have to completely always keep our intentions pure and always be on guard. Okay, let's move to the next verse. Yes, Kirti Mataji, want to read?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna. Text 10. Ayu param vapuram bhishmata tulya lakshmi dobhura sa sakala yoga gunasri vargah jnanam cha kevalanam anantam bhavanti tushtat tvato nunam kim stapana jayati rashihi. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. O unlimited one, if your lordship is satisfied, one can very easily obtain a lifetime as long as that of Lord Brahma, a body either in the upper, lower, or middle planetary systems, unlimited material opulence, religion, economic development, and satisfaction of the senses, full transcendental knowledge, and the 8 yogic perfection. What to speak of such petty achievements as conquering one rivals? So, Dandavat Pranam. So, in this translation, Prabhupada is explaining the quality of the Lord, who is like unlimited, and with his satisfaction, one can easily obtain the body in the higher planetary system, in the lower or the middle. In Bhagavad Gita also, Prabhupada is saying that the person who is in mode of goodness goes to the upper planetary system. In the person in the mode of passion stay in the middle planetary system, and the person who is in mode of ignorance goes to the lower planetary system. And that's what Mata Aditi is also addressing the Lord the same way. And as they are saying that he is an unlimited one. So as the time is running ahead, we can see that Lord is running that, because he said that I am the time. So he is unlimited. He never stops for everyone. Time doesn't stop for everyone. And the main thing Krishna is trying to tell that death will come at any moment, and that is fixed. That is, nobody can change that. And that's what I get from. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji. So Lord can fulfill all the desires one has, whether one wants to go upper, lower, wealth, name, fame, and anything. Of course, we understand that what is the best thing? Anya bhilashita shunyam jnana karmadhyanavritam anukulyena Krishna anushilanam bhaktir uttamam. That's the topmost bhakti. But if someone says, no, I want to get wealth like Dhruva, or I want to get a wife like Hakarda Muni had asked for, it's fine. One should go to the Supreme Lord only. Here, how Kashyap Muni encouraged his wife with Aditi's desire. Oh, you want to get free from homelessness of your children, or you want a home for them? Go to the Supreme Lord. So He'll fulfill all our desires. But we also know the best desires are spiritual desires, to ask from the Supreme Lord. In short, now Mata Aditi is asking that, conquering one's rival, that's a very small thing. You can give much more bigger things, but what to do? I'm attached to my children. I want to ask that. I want to ask something. So it's interesting that she had that desire. She did tapasya, followed the process of Payovrata, 13 days. The Lord appeared. But it's not that the first thing she brought up was, oh Lord, you have come? Okay, help me out. No, but she offered obeisance. She glorified the Lord with choicest words. She glorified her quality. She glorified her name, form, etc. Her nature. His nature is different. And then, even if one has to ask something, it should be not the first thing. Any other comments or additions here? Okay, so I want to share something very, very special with all of you. So you know that Gaur Purnima is coming in less than 2 weeks from now, just like 10 days approximately, on 28th of March, which is the following Sunday, about 10 days. So as you know, Chaitanya Charitamrita is the sacred Bengali sweet. I was hearing today, Prabhupada mentioned what's the best Bengali sweet? It is the Chaitanya Charitamrita, not Rasgulla or Rasmalai or Mishti Doi or whatnot. The best Bengali sweet, the transcendental Bengali sweet, is Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, under the guidance of Srila Vishishka Prabhu, all these temples are trying to distribute Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, as your servant and beggar, I also request you to take Chaitanya Charitamrita set for yourself or for your friends, neighbors, family members, relatives in US or in India or in Europe or at Moon if you have there. We will ship wherever you ask us to. If you want to get it for yourself, or if you want to gift it to your near and dear one, or you want to just sponsor so that we can give it to a needy devotee, we will do any of the options you ask us. And there is no limit. Is there a limit? Sudhir Prabhu, can anyone take only one, or they can take 10 also? Is there a limit? Did we set any limits?
No problems.
No. Okay, so Sudhir Prabhu has declared there is no limit. That means you can take 10 also. So there is no limit that only you can sponsor one set or 10 sets. You can go up to 100. Okay, let's set the limit till 100 sets, okay, for one devotee, so that others can also get chance. So we encourage everyone to please take part in this beautiful. Prabhupada did so much for us to give this nectar to all of us. Imagine when Bhaktivinoda Thakur was present, he had to struggle a lot to get a copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita. We don't want in future anyone have to struggle. Every home should have Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's 9 volumes and $99. Wow, that's a good number. And then this is a suggested amount. Again, the goal is not the money. The goal is to spread the glories of Lord Chaitanya, the golden incarnation, far and wide to every home, every town. Prithivithiyachi nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar hoy muranam. So every respectable person should have full set of Prabhupada books. That's Prabhupada's mood and mission. So we are encouraging, requesting, begging, whatever way you consider. So please help. Please help by getting a set for yourself, or gift it to your friend, neighbor, enemy. He'll become also friend, or sponsor. And Sudhir Prabhu has said there is no limit. That means you can do more than one also. So, because we don't know, don't wait for the next year. This year I'll give to this friend, next year I'll give to some other friend. Don't wait for next year. Right time is now, okay? Because we don't know what will happen next year. So with that being said, anyone wants to take a set or gift it to your friend, or sponsor a set, we are opening the floor for you to declare it boldly to the whole world, to the Facebook and the YouTube audience. Declare it boldly before we don't know what's going to come tomorrow. Kal ho na ho. Anyone? It's only $99 for one set, and that's a suggested amount. Anyone wants to take, gift, or sponsor a set for yourself or your near and dear ones?
Krishna Prabhuji, we'd like to sponsor one set.
Everyone unmute and say loudly, Hari Bol 3 times for Sudhir Prabhu. Hari
Haribol.
Bol.
Haribol.
Hari Bol. Hari
Hari
Bol.
Haribol.
Sudhir Prabhu ki jai. Check with Renuka Mataji. She should not feel left out also if she also wants to follow in your footsteps. Okay, next. Anyone else following in the footsteps of wonderful devotees like Sudhir Prabhu? And as I said before, if your relatives live in UK or Australia or India, we will arrange the logistics and the set will go at their doorsteps. So please tell. So Sampada Mataji is telling that she'll ask her mother. Okay, so that's very good. Thank you, Sampada Mataji. I'm sure she will not say no to your request. So we are waiting for the response. But anyone else in the meantime wants to take a set or give it to their friend, well-wisher, neighbor, relative, it's very easy to understand. I mean, this is really like a sweet. I mean, it flows so smoothly. The Chaitanya Charitamrita flows so smoothly. It's like you pick it and you don't want to leave it. It's very easy to read. In 1 year, one can complete if one reads about 18 pages a day, which is doable. If you read 10 pages a day, then it will take 2 years. That's also fine. Anyone else wants to take? If you're feeling shy, then you can message me also, but don't feel shy. This is a time to be to be bold and brave. Anyone in India also, if you want, we can ship the sets to you. Okay. Looks like some of you may think about it and tell me in the upcoming classes. Anyone was speaking? Umesh Prabhu, you were speaking something? You unmuted yourself. Did you say you want a set or did I hear you wrong?
No, Prabhu. Actually, I was doing something.
Oh, okay. I thought you asked
Sorry
that
about
you. No, Prabhu. Maybe I just keep hearing like that. Oh, I also want a set. Anurag Prabhu, you're going to stay here, right?
No, Prabhuji, actually I will be moving to Florida, Arkansas soon.
Oh, you want me to send a set there
For
you?
Prabhuji, how about like on behalf, like can you distribute it?
Oh yes, that's what Sudhir Prabhu is doing. So that's called basically you sponsor a set and then we will distribute it on your behalf to a needy devotee or to whomever you say. You have the choice to distribute, but if you want us to distribute, we will do that service gladly for you. That's called a third option. I want to sponsor a set, and it's called like the Go Matsya project also, to save by mass distribution. So yes, we can certainly do it, Prabhu. We'll happily take that service for you.
For sure, Prabhuji, then I would like to sponsor one set.
Okay, let's everyone unmute and say loudly Hari Bol for Anurag Yadav Prabhu. Hari Bol.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Haribol. Haribol.
Vipul Prabhu, our Bengali leader, how many sets would you like to do this time, Prabhu? This is the best Bengali sweet you can offer to all your friends and to your family and everywhere. 5 sets or 10 sets? Vipul Dada, I have to milk. Prabhuji, it's time to unmute now. And Baswati Mataji, you like Bengali sweets, right? Rasgulla, Rasamalai. How about Chaitanya Charitamrita?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll let you know, Prabhuji.
Okay. And Vipul Prabhu, how about you? Maybe Prabhuji is busy. Swati Mataji, Karthik Prabhu, Babu Prabhu, Umesh Prabhu, Chakrika Mataji.
Well, let me know, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yes. I'm waiting to hear from all of you, and so that it also helps us to plan better and get the sets timely to all of you as a gift on Lord Purnima. Again, as I said, the goal is, money is the last part in this whole thing. The goal is to please Srila Prabhupada, to please great souls like Visheshika Prabhu. And if you hear that lecture, you'll be so amazed. Little children, 12-year-old, 15-year-old are distributing these books, sharing these books. They have read it twice. Imagine, 12-year-old boy has read this twice. So, and they are so it's extraordinary devotees. So this will help us in growing in every aspect. So don't feel shy. Help Prabhupada's mission. Prabhupada has done so much. And for whom? Tumara loite ami hoinu avatara. This is not, we are not helping anyone else. To be honest, we are helping our own self if we take these. So this is the best service, very, very dear to Prabhupada. And charity begins at home. First, we take a set. If we have, we give it to others. I'm sure we have friends. And then the third option, we can sponsor a set as well, or 10 sets also if we want to. There is no upper limit. So again, I'm requesting, and some of you may be hearing this later, you can call me, message me, and our lines are 24/7 open. Okay, so thank you so much for your eagerness and enthusiasm. If anyone, some of you are from India as well. Aparna Mataji, you are also Bangla, right? You should also take a Chaitanya Charitamrita set and teach your daughter Prakriti. In India, it should be almost approximately half of the amount, about 4,000-ish or less. I don't know exactly. It should be less than 4,000 or about 3,000 rupees in India. So if you want a set, it's the best gift for you and your daughter. So I would encourage to get it for your home. What do you think, madam? You want us to deliver?
Let me first interpret Prakriti first. Let her understand who was Lord and Lord servers, how they were.
Sure.
Let her
sure.
understand. Then I will get back to you.
Sure.
I have seen the things.
Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. And his
I
devotees.
understand. She's too small now. Let me make her understand all those things first.
Sure.
Then surely I will take.
Sure. Yeah.
You know that I love books, so I will surely do that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your enthusiasm, encouragement, and services. Grantraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaura Bhaktavinda ki jai. Chakalpataruhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo. Hare Krishna. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you
Hare
very
Krishna.
much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.